The topic I am going to say it's about unit operations in food processing. The topic is size reduction techniques. The points which are covered are size reduction equipment, crushers, jaw and gyratory crushers, crushing rolls, grinders, hammer mills. The various types of size reduction machines are crushers, coarse and fine, jaw crushers, gyratory crushers, crushing rolls. B. Grinding, which is intermediate and fine, which is first one is hammer mills, which is an impactor, rolling compression mills, which is subdivided into bowl mills and roller mills. Third is attrition mills, and fourth is revolving mills. In revolving mills, it is divided into three types: rod mills, ball mills, and pebble mills, tube mills, which is compartment mills. Third is ultrafine grinders, which is hammer mills with internal classification. Second is fluid energy mills, and third is agitated mills. And last is cutting mills, which is knife cutter, dicers, and slitters. Crushers, it works on the principle of slow compression action. Grinders employ impact and attrition, sometimes combined with compression. Ultrafine grinders, it operates mainly by attrition. Cutting action, it is the characteristics of cutters, dicers, and slitters. These are the various types of size reduction machines. Crushers. Crushers are divided into primary and secondary crushers. In primary crushers, it comes under gyratory crusher, jaw crusher, and jaw crushers are divided into blade, dodge, and universal. And secondary crushers, which is divided into three types, which is cone crusher, roll crusher, and impact crusher. Cone crusher is divided as short head cone and standard cone. Roll crusher, it is divided as single roll and double roll, and for impact crusher it is divided as horizontal and vertical. These are the type of crushers which we are seeing. And as for crushers, they are slow speed units which are used for coarse reduction of large volume of solids into pieces. The main types of crushers in use are jaw crushers, gyratory crushers, and roll crushers. Roll crushers are smooth as well as toothed roll designs. Apart from toothed roll crushers, other crushing machines operate by compression and can break large lumps of extremely hard materials. Toothed roll crushers perform a dual function of tearing and crushing the feed and are used for softer materials. The crushing elements are two very strong parallel called jaws. First one is vertical and is fixed to the machine frame. Second is articulated to the equipment so that it can be present a sway movement over the fixed one. The three possible forms of articulation constitute are the three most popular models known as Dodge, Blake, and Universal or Denver crushers. Here you can see the diagram of Blake, Dodge, and Universal crushers. And in all the three models, the active faces of the jaws are flat or slightly budged and provided with shallow grooves. All jaw crushers are large size units with large capacities and upper openings of up to 3 meter square of section. They are able to produce up to 600 ton per hour of crushed materials. Jaw crushers. The principle of jaw crusher is compression, in which it reduces size by compression force, which results cubical products with minimum fines. Construction. The jaws are set to form a V open at the top. The swinging or movable jaw, which reciprocate in a horizontal plane, usually make an angle of 20 to 30 degree with the fixed jaw, which is nearly vertical. The jaws are usually made of manganese steel or some other material that will withstand abrasion. The faces of the crushing jaws are usually corrugated for concentrating the pressure on relatively small areas. Here you can see the diagram of the jaw crusher, in which one is stationary and other is slightly to the vertical shape, which is a V shape. Eccentric causes the pitman to oscillate in a vertical direction, and this vertical movement is communicated horizontally in a reciprocating motion to the movable jaw by the tongles. The speed of the operation should not be high, or otherwise a large quantity of fines are produced, as the material cannot escape quickly and gets repeatedly crushed. Since the crushing motion is intermittent, the loading on the machine is uneven, and due to this the crusher incorporates a heavy flywheel. Since the maximum moment of the jaw is at the bottom discharge, there will be a little tendency for the crusher to choke. Protection of machine. The machine is usually protected so that it is not damaged if accidental piece of iron such as hammerheads, stray bolts, etc. enter into the crusher by making one of the tongles in the driving mechanism relatively weak. That is, One particular triangle is made into two pieces which are held together with bolts that are purposely made the weakest part in the crusher so that it stresses or set up these bolts shear first. Thus, the failure is made at a point that can be easily and quickly repaired instead of breaking some vital part of the machine. Working. The material to be crushed is admitted between two jaws from the top. The material caught between the upper part of the jaws is crushed to a smaller size during forward motion by compression. The crushed material then drops or falls into a narrow space below during the backward motion and is recrushed as the jaw closes next time. After sufficient reduction, the crushed material drops out of the bottom of the machine. The jaw it is usually open and closed, which is 250 to 400 times per minute. Capacity of jaw crushers. The theoretical capacity of jaw crusher is given as Q equals, which is the theoretical capacity is rho P AWJ N into 1 minus E by 60 kilojoules per hour, where rho is the density of the material, A is the area of the swing meter square, and W is the jaw width in meter, and N is the number of swings per minute, which is minute inverse, and E is the porosity of the particles. And up to this we have seen about capacity of jaw crushers. From next we will be seeing about gyratory crushers and other types and various other examples. Thank you.